Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tahini Twist. I'm your host Shireen, aka Halva, and we've got a very exciting episode. Today we're here with Adil and Layla, who's pretending that she's not really on it, but we all know she's going to say something into the microphone at some point. And today we're going to be talking a lot about activism, revolution, whatever comes up really. As you know, it's very casual format that we have here. And we've got some other activists have also given Adil some songs to share with us today. So it's really exciting. Hi Adil.
Hi there. Thank you.
Layla.
Halva, by the way. I don't know if Halva was your nickname.
Yeah, that's my DJ name.
Oh, period. Good to be here. Thank you for having us.
You're very, very welcome.
Hello and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Fabulous. Adil, why don't you tell us like a little bit about you, maybe like about your background or like about the work that you do?
So my mixed heritage is a tale as old as time. It's just Indian and Pakistani, and that's from my mother's side is Indian. She has heritage from Delhi and was primarily kind of, raised in Delhi. Her grandparents were raised in Delhi as well, but she's what we call a Mahajir, which is post-partition, post-1946, her family had to leave, were forced to leave, expelled to Pakistan, and have not been allowed back there since. And yeah, that's specifically what Mahajir means, which is like a post-partition migrant. My dad's side is Punjabi, like Jet Punjabi, from a village in Pakistan, in central Punjab, which I went to for the first time 3 years ago. Lots of family drama. Lots of
I bet.
land being fought over. Land.
Oh yeah, always about the land.
I know that story.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell that story.
Yeah. I'll tell a cute little story. When we were there, I was with my mother, and the people, like my family around the village, didn't know I was there because it was quite dangerous for them to know. My dad was kicked out when he was quite young because of land disputes and told never to come back, and if he was to come back that there would be on-site violence. So when I went to visit, I lived with the village elders, not my family, which is quite like sad and distancing in some ways, but it was interesting sitting in the charpai. Charpai, they're like stools but for
It's
sleeping,
like a low seat. Oh, I know what you mean.
like
yes.
straw stools essentially. Bed mattresses. And they have, because they have holes in them, it's good for like nighttime, and it's quite hot in the village. So we were all like, they're kind of trying to discuss the Ghafoor family, my family's background, and like trying to understand a bit more. But they all spoke Punjabi, and I spoke only Urdu, and I can understand a little bit of Punjabi. But they kept telling me that this is where your dad and your grandma used to go to school, and this is where they used to bathe in the waters. And it was just nice learning of my own family, not through my direct cousins or my uncles, but through the people who knew the land. And in some ways it was very affirming because like no matter where you are, like the land will remember you in some ways. One of the things that's kind of funny, which is that when my dad was kicked out, he then had a very cold long revenge. And this is my claim to fame, which is that my dad invented like a popcorn machine in Pakistan, which is patented. The food patented popcorn machine.
Pop off.
Period. And when he was kicked out about 15 years later, he got his friend to, like, hired his friend, quote unquote, and stood outside the village with the popcorn machine with his name on it. So even though he couldn't be there, he was there.
Just tormenting them. We love to see it.
So that's where I get my bitchiness from, I think. Yeah.
Can you say the billboard?
Yeah, the billboard bit. He had his name on that the whole time. Yeah. So yeah, that's really kind of the heritage there is Indian Pakistani, and I obviously can't really go to India, but one day that would be the dream, is to visit my mom's family there.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Yeah, I remember going to Kurdistan for the first time, and my dad would always tell us stories when we were little, like about what it was like, and to go and see it with your actual eyes, like, oh, the stories are all coming to life. Yeah, so I used to live there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I lived there. My parents both live over there still. My dad's family. Many of them moved to like different countries in Europe, but majority of them are still over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kurdish identity is incredibly strong. Keep that away from me. I didn't know I was going on radio.
We'll still hear you. We'll just be quieter if you don't speak into the mic, but you're there. Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about like the work that you do at all, or give any more context before we move on to the music?
Yeah, for sure. My background is mainly I'm a STEM girly. Have practiced in physics and specifically the idea of decolonial physics throughout my early 20s. Have worked in various institutions and most recently finished a degree in Cambridge. But all of that kind of seems quite distant now and nothing that I really hold a lot of value to, especially in the last 2 years. And apart from physics, my main kind of, in terms of work, has been in the charity sector. So currently I work at a few different homelessness services, which me and Halwa are trying to start one ourselves.
Yes.
Period. And mainly working with LGBTQ homeless people, specifically from like global majority Swana regions, which feels quite more in line with where I want to kind of project my the next 5, 10, 20 year plan rather than academia, which is like a lot of heartbreak, like having invested so much in academia and in physics, and have gone to a certain threshold. But I think it's kind of part of the lifestyle is making the necessary sacrifices, and that kind of feels like one of those.
Hard relate on that one. Also STEM girly over here. I did biomedical science for me. And I've been working on that for such a long time, did 2 degrees, had multiple biomed jobs, and now I am also trying to move into the charity sector. So hopefully you are where I'm going to be like in a few years. We shall see.
The pipeline of disillusionment.
Well, I was going to say it's a weird pipeline because also...
You as well.
Yeah, like medicine and then just...
Because it seems like such a good idea. You think, I'm going to be helping people. It's going to be like a good long-standing career, and then you realise, no, you will just be exploited, have to work really, really hard, like actually no job security, and also you're not really helping people, you're helping pharmaceutical companies a lot of the time.
Literally, and also it's like, no, that one's too expensive. It's 14 pence a month. Sorry, carry on. I suddenly got aware.
No.
I didn't know.
Honestly, don't worry at all. Like, it sounds like we've all got like quite similar frustrations with them.
Yeah, but it's an interesting pipeline. Let's pick up that.
Is. And we were making that joke earlier where it's like a lot of the people we know with PhDs and like long-standing careers are now so broke. And like...
Yeah, it's like there's not a pound between us.
No.
But yes.
But many, many degrees.
So many.
Yeah, and we're having an interesting conversation the other day and basically saying like what is really the point in like learning about something so deeply but then not really doing anything about it, and academia brings a lot of frustrations with that, I think.
Well, the Western academia is actually designed for that, for it to be the act in itself without the action connected to it.
Yeah, and
that's a kind of like conversation of like being part of the system and changing from within and da-da-da.
Yeah, and we all tried that, and we're like, if only someone had said in 10,000 books that we hadn't yet read, that it doesn't work.
It will change you.
Yeah.
You will not change.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm loving the level of ag in the room.
And you are
it's so good. I feel like everybody's on my level of ag. It's so good. Love a good moan about the system. Like, can't help it. All right, so for your first song that you brought, was that one of your selections, or I can show you which one it is. It's this one.
Yeah, it's a dear comrade of ours actually who Layla introduced me to very recently.
Yeah.
JJ. And it's Julia Butros, is that how you say it?
Yes, Butros, yeah.
And it's a song
Lebanese.
called Al-Haq Salahi, meaning righteousness. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yes. It's a beautiful song.
So,
and like this. Sorry, can I just message my aunties?
You can
See if they can find.
Yes. So JJ, shared this song when I reached out about being on the radio show, and their context of their relationship with the song is about being in Greece, where they set up a Palestinian center called Smooth in Athens. Look it up, Smooth Athens. and it was the kind of solidarity that was built in that space specifically was through just everyday experiences, and then JJ learning about Julia through the love Palestinian people had of this Lebanese singer who was quite a voice.
Oh yeah, I like iconic.
Is that right?
Iconic. It was the thing that bridged the gap between the bourgeoisie and the people of the land.
Okay.
Like, not, I mean, obviously I'm being fairly reductive, but yeah, definitely.
Does she sing a lot about politics?
But people could ignore it also.
That's always
Right.
how it is, isn't it? That's how the
thing,
message
it's
gets
like,
passed
the
on.
message gets passed on because it was
Metaphors,
but
and if you know, you know.
yes.
Yeah.
But also it wasn't even that metaphorical. It's just more like I refuse. Okay.
So Al-Haq Salahi, we'll play it and then I
I
can
happen to know
explain.
that
Yeah,
they're
sure.
watching because
Some
there's
concepts.
10,000 messages from them. Don't slay.
The aunties.
Well, thank you. Hi, aunties. Thank
Hi,
you for
aunties.
watching.
No, I mean the comrade who recommended this song.
Oh, hi,
okay.
comrade that recommended the song. All right, we'll play that one for you now, and then we'll hear a little bit more about it afterwards.
الحق سلاحي وأقاوم، أنا فوق جراحي سأقاوم، أنا لن أستسلم لن أرضخ، وعليك بلادي لأساوم. الحق سلاحي وأقاوم، أنا فوق جراحي سأقاوم، أنا لن أستسلم لن أرضخ، وعليك بلادي لأساوم. بيتي هنا أرضي هنا، بحر السهل النهر لنا، وكيف بوجه النار أسالم سأقاوم. الحق سلاحي وأقاوم، أنا فوق جراحي سأقاوم، أنا لن أستسلم لن أرضى، وعليك بلادي لأساوم. عدوك يا وطن اندحر، عليك الكون ما قدر، قاوم شعب جنون الريح، تحدى الخوف والخطر. عدوك يا وطن اندحر، عليك الكون ما قدر، قاوم شعب جنون الريح، تحدى الخوف والخطر. يرحلون ونبقى، والأرض لنا ستبقى، ها نحن اليوم أقوى في كل الملاحم. يرحلون ونبقى، والأرض لنا ستبقى، ها نحن اليوم أقوى في كل الملاحم. بيتي هنا أرضي هنا، بحر السهل النهر لنا، وكيف بوجه النار أسالم سأقاوم. الحق سلاحي وأقاوم، أنا فوق جراحي سأقاوم، أنا لن أستسلم لن أرضى، وعليك بلادي لأساوم. بيتي هنا أرضي هنا، بحر السهل النهر لنا، وكيف بوجه النار أسالم سأقاوم سأقاوم.
Wow, that was gorgeous. I loved it. It's got kind of like a bit of a battle cry vibe to it. Love all of the voices singing together during the la 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 bit.
Yeah.
So what is she singing about? What is the song about?
It's just about resistance. It's about violent resistance in the face of, I think, this expectation of, especially like the Arab Ummah, being quite docile, whereas where she, I mean, I think me and JJ were talking about this, where the kind of portrayal of a lot of the Arab singers, specifically like Ferouz, who's also from Lebanon, is very much in this way that's pacified, whereas Julia is like something that you can't really, I mean, you can interpret in different ways, but you can't pacify her meaning. So it starts with Al-Haq Salahi wa Gam.
Yeah, you carry it. So I'm quite emotional because I'm obviously half Lebanese
Yeah.
and half Irish. So yeah, I'm just like I didn't expect to be here, so I'm just listening. I'm going to listen to you.
The translations are: righteousness is my weapon. I will resist despite my wounds. I will resist. I will not give up, will not surrender, and for you, my land, I will not compromise. Righteousness is my weapon. I will resist despite my wounds. I will resist. I will not give up, will not surrender, and for you, my land, I will not compromise. And the chorus is: here is my home, here is my land, the sea, the plains, the river are all ours. How, faced by fire, do I stay peaceful? I will resist. And the last part, the last verse, it goes: your enemy, oh, my homeland, is defeated. The whole universe could not stand up to you. My people resisted the winds of madness, challenged risks and fear. They leave and we stay, and this land will stay with us. Here we are, stronger than ever, stronger than all legends. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, like you said, I think in the kind of morphology of the song itself, there is very much like a marching rhythm.
Mhm.
You know, you're waging towards battle, and so as much as like music can be a rallying cry for violent resistance, which I think is quite the message that we need to hear in the UK, right? That is kind of not something that Julia shies away from, and JJ kind of shared that in Samud specifically, in that center, when Julia kind of was the kind of gateway for a more deeper understanding of what that space could mean.
Mhm.
That space is still running, and that was about 3 years ago when Julia was there, I believe. So yeah, it was a very beautiful thing to also connect with a comrade that I've just met through Layla, who I already feel like such a deep connection with, because it's really hard, I think a lot of us, we were talking about this earlier, how we feel deeply alienated when there's a sense of sharpening the knife of radicality in our own psyche, right? Where you kind of don't want to be in the similar spaces you were in, and you don't want to the niceties of just everyday life. Which
Your tolerance is just, it becomes lower, definitely.
Yeah, your tolerance for like bullshit, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say whatever you like.
It becomes so much, and that is, and I think we should talk about this. That is it's sad because you lose so much connection that you know. I've had to leave friends I've grew up with recently, and that's been very painful, but it's also it feels so different, that life.
Yeah, it's liberating to live with your own personal values, whatever that may be, and a lot of the time it won't match the people around you, so you have to have a bit of a think about what's serving you still and what's worth letting go of.
Yeah, what's the world you want to build?
Yeah. Layla, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. No, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm angry.
Yeah, no.
I won't say that.
You can honestly say whatever you like. We're probably all thinking the same. Okay.
Sorry.
I mean,
you did say.
No, you can say whatever you like. I think, we're going to be talking about a lot of things that are probably going to strike a nerve with a lot of people today. Is a bit of an emotional one. State of the world, it's more and more difficult to deal with each day, and each of us has got our own personal stories relating to that, and we want to be in solidarity together, and I think getting emotional is a big part of that, because that's what inspires you to action. That's why I think music is it's so inspirational to people. It because it's emotive. It makes you feel something, makes you feel sad, makes you feel angry, makes you feel pride.
Yeah, and that's definitely also like, I think the one beautiful thing about this movement is that we're all so deeply talented. Again, talking about like having degrees, but also having so many various facets of our previous lives that we can bring into our resistance that aren't just about. My friend says this thing a lot. She's from India, and she says like, Adil, people in the UK, like, they don't really want to know each other. There's no like eros in organizing, and I really like that, because I think the creativity and the curiosity to know each other, to get involved with each other in a way that's deeply erotic and is filled with a desire to know, and I think that exploration that allows us to bleed into our kind of more creative resistance as well, which is so important, that creative resistance, because it means that we are not reactive, but we are actually like engineering solutions that the state is ever evolving against, you know.
The essence of guerrilla tactics is exactly that. Without the creativity, it's just controlled opposition.
Yeah. Here.
That's it.
Have you got anything to say any more on that song, or are we ready to move on to the next one?
Listen to it, people. You need some drive and motivation.
Yeah. And Julia, JJ was saying, like, in Palestine, specifically in Gaza as well.
Oh yeah.
Big. Yeah, I'm ready to move on. This is from Street Sound System, the next song. Well, it's a collection of chants and prayers and solidarity voices collected over the period of COVID when people couldn't participate in Palestinian protests. And so it's kind of like an accessibility thing, and also to see what marginalized voices are there that don't get to be participating in mass protests. So they did a call out, Street Sound System. Amazing project, by the way. Which did an open call, and this is kind of the recording from a few, I think about 20 people. Yeah, we're just gonna have a little clip of that, a little selected clip of that. I listened to quite a lot of it earlier, and it was really moving to hear people doing their chanting in their houses when they couldn't go out, but they still wanted to share that with other people, and them all being compiled together was really powerful. So we'll have a little snippet of that now.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians. In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
There are so many people all around the world and here in the UK who are vowing to keep going for you. We will endure and we will not rest until you're free. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
Hi, my name's Maimuna and I'm from London, and I'm sending massive, huge solidarity to everyone who has made it physically to the protest today, and also to everyone who couldn't be there but really wanted to be, and who are definitely being carried in spirit with everyone on the streets today. One of so many demonstrations, and we will not stop until Palestine is free. I wanted to offer a short song, which is the Palestine edition of a song from the Hunger Games, and the adaptation was made by Mariam Amaria. Are you hearing all the screams? There's children being killed right here in Palestine. Strange things are happening, the news is lying too. Are you following the truth? Are you hearing all the lies the media is silencing whenever we try? Strange things are happening, it's called a genocide. Are you standing for what's right? And I'd also just like to offer a chant. It's one that you can copy the line straight after me, like a call and response. One solution, revolution, revolution, end the occupation, end apartheid, end the genocide, end the genocide. Ceasefire now.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
If there is a terrorist.
I'm Amy from Hackney, and I'm going to read a prayer for Palestine. We pray for the freedom of Palestine. We call on the power of the universe for an immediate ceasefire, full end to the occupation, and full land and state autonomy for Palestine and all occupied states around the world. We pray for every comrade, sibling, and elder in Palestine and across the diaspora, calling for safety, holding, healing, and lives of ease and joy. Be with those who are fighting and surviving state forces and give them the power, militancy, and hope it takes to resist state violence. For all the people living under occupation around the world, we ask for your strength and guidance into imagining and realising decolonised futures, for the complete dismantling of settler colonial capitalism to a just world where oppressive states and systems are replaced by community care, solidarity, love, and lives of freedom, equity, and ease. To our comrades flinging stones, locked onto factory gates, occupying offices or organising from bed, to our queer siblings, our disabled comrades, fill their hearts with hope, inspiration and solidarity so we may continue to resist and dismantle. The revolution needs us grounded and connected. It needs us in our bodies, connected to our spiritual, physical and communal power. We call on the energy of the universe for grounding, safety and connection so we can make clear decisions and take intentional action towards decolonisation and freedom. In the cracks of our broken hearts, pour the golden balm of hope, togetherness and community so we may rise rooted and walk together, hand in hand, on healed land towards a free and just future.
عنيد أنا كالصخور إن حاولوا عصرها وقاس أنا كل النسور إن حاولوا قهرها وصلب أنا كالجسور إن أثقلوا ظهرها وحين أثور أعيد البراكين لسرها وطيب أنا مثل السنابل وسمح أنا مثل الخبائل وطيب أنا مثل السنابل وسمح أنا مثل الخبائل وحين أثور أعيد البراكين لسرها تيرارارا تيرارا
Oh, it's very moving, isn't it? To hear everybody sending in their chants, songs, messages of solidarity from all over the UK.
I love the child saying
The child chanting Israel's a fascist state.
That's the correct education.
You're gonna teach them young.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of have words. I think there's a specific energy of like, I think like our movement needs, and I feel that deeply, I feel like movement needs to be so much more encompassing. I think there's a theory called collapsology, which is when a movement fails, there is a really opportune time to then bring those people to your own circles of care, and that's the way you kind of expand your own movement, because they've been failed by the structure, the states, or whatever. And I think, you know, I work with people who are, you know, and I would be very close to the situation of, you know, DWP applying for PIP, applying for benefits that are completely always being stripped away and made harder to apply for, and yet still, like, we go on Palestine marches, and we, you know, our solidarity is very, very the thing that binds us together in a lot of ways. So I think for me, when Nick, who co-organizes Street Sound System, when I asked him for this, I knew like his work, and I had been to the marches with him where he would play these recordings from the sound system, and oftentimes again the suppression of that was like, there's nothing harmful about what is being played here, but imagine the psyche of the police that they would often seize the sound system, which there is no like legal except noise obstruction, and it's a fucking march, right? So yeah, like 2 times Nick had it seized, but you know, we rebuild and we make the voices heard as possible as we can. So yeah, I think it's nice to hear it in this context, and it's really, really powerful. It's hard to have words to say to it, but yeah.
Yeah, sometimes a little quiet minute is more powerful, isn't it, than just me being like, oh, that was a nice song. Thank you so much to the comrade that suggested that we share that. It sounds like a really interesting project.
Yeah, the street sound system, yeah.
Okay, do you want to talk about the next song?
Sounds good.
You know this one?
Layla's excited about the next
Is
one.
it the one I share?
It's this one?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This is Hum Dekhenge by Iqbal Banno, and this is, yeah, Iqbal Banno is a Pakistani ghazal singer. She's like beloved in the subcontinent, both in India and Pakistan. She was trained in India actually, so you know, and everybody who kind of knows about Iqbal Banno knows of a spirit of resistance, and this song specifically was sung after the imprisonment of the late poet Faiz Ahmed Faiz, who is the national poet of Pakistan. A side note, when he was asked about what his favorite language to write poetry in, he said not Urdu, he said Farsi in Pashto. Because Urdu is like the language he wrote in because it reaches the most people, and let's not get into the colonization and like how Urdu is very much a colonial language. Anyway, sorry. We both have ADHD, by the way, so this will happen a lot. So this song was sang in solidarity by Iqbal Banno for Faiz Ahmed Faiz. Faiz Ahmed Faiz was imprisoned by the military dictator at the time, who is called Zia-ul Haq. And this was a poem, so she sang this poem called Hum Dekhenge, which means we shall witness, right? And it was sung, so this is a live recording, which is very interesting. You'll hear kind of the geopolitics very much surmised in this recording, where it's a Lahore stadium full of like 50,000 people, mostly men. And Iqbal Banno, you know, she comes to stage knowing the risk of doing this performance, because a lot of songs, especially resistance songs, were being banned in Pakistan because obviously of the state subterfuge. So she wore a black sari in defiance and declared that certainly we too shall witness that day when these high mountains of tyranny and oppression turn to fluff and evaporate, and we oppressed beneath our feet will this earth shiver, shake and beat, and heads of rulers will be struck with crackling lightning and thunder roars, when crowns will be flung in the air and thrones will be overturned. And in the recording, you'll hear in the background people shouting Inqilab Zindabad, which means long live the revolution.
हम देखेंगे हम देखेंगे हम देखेंगे लाजिम है कि हम भी देखेंगे हम देखेंगे हम देखेंगे लाजिम है कि हम भी देखेंगे हम देखेंगे वो दिन के जिसका वादा है हम देखेंगे वो दिन के जिसका वादा है हम देखेंगे जो लौहे अज़ल में लिखा है हम देखेंगे हम देखेंगे लाजिम है कि हम भी देखेंगे हम देखेंगे जुल्मो सितम के कोहे गरा, जब जुल्मो सितम के कोहे गरा रूई की तरह उड़ जाएंगे, जब जुल्मो सितम के कोहे गरा रूई की तरह उड़ जाएंगे, हम महकूमों के पांव तले ये धरती धड़ धड़ धड़केगी, और अहले हकम के सर ऊपर जब बिजली कड़कड़ कड़केगी, लाजिम है कि हम भी देखेंगे, हम देखेंगे। जब जुल्मो सितम के कोहे गरा, जब जुल्मो सितम के कोहे गरा रूई की तरह उड़ जाएंगे, रूई की तरह उड़ जाएंगे, हम महकूमों के पांव तले ये धरती धड़ धड़ धड़केगी, और अहले हकम के सर ऊपर जब बिजली कड़कड़ कड़केगी, हम देखेंगे, हम देखेंगे, हम देखेंगे। जब अर्ज़े खुदा के काबे से, जब अर्ज़े खुदा के काबे से सब बुत उठवाए जाएंगे, जब अर्ज़े खुदा के काबे से सब बुत उठवाए जाएंगे, हम अहले सफा मरदूदे हरम मसनद पे बिठाए जाएंगे, जब अर्ज़े खुदा के काबे से, जब अर्ज़े खुदा के काबे से सब बुत उठवाए जाएंगे, हम अहले सफा मरदूदे हरम मसनद पे बिठाए जाएंगे, सब ताज उछाले जाएंगे,
You can really hear how much the crowd is loving that.
Yeah, 100%. This is kind of the nexus moments for like 1970s Pakistan resistance in terms of creative And that's the thing I think with Pakistani ghazals specifically, like Abd al-Parveen of Ali Khan, is a lot, again, similar thing we were talking about, where it's just like people think it's just love ghazals, you know, odes to Allah, odes to kind of reunification with Allah in a Sufistic way that is very much about inner light, inner nur, and nafs and stuff, things like that, right? Dealing with the ego, nafs. But again, at the same time, a lot of ghazals are very much about the specific spatial temporal like context of where we are today. And she very much chose, you know, Faiz Ahmed Faiz's poem in an act of resistance, whilst again wearing a black sari, and also the context that black saris specifically were banned at that time.
Oh, okay.
So not only it was about having like a unification of traditional identity. So Ziaul Haq.
Damn.
Yeah.
We'd all be banned.
That's a colourful bunch.
So yeah, exactly. It was about this like homogenization of identity, but this really interesting correlation between an Indian trained singer in Pakistan resisting the regime at that point, I think, you know, really lends well to, I think, the UK landscape here, with like obviously the Scottish and Irish solidarity, which is very much missing in England. Yeah. And how we can build that more. Just to quickly go through some of the lyrics, again, Hum dekhenge means we shall witness. So inevitably we shall also see the day that was promised to us, decreed on the tablet of eternity, when dark peaks of torment and tyranny will be blown away like cotton fluff, when the earth's beating hearts will pulsate beneath our broken feet, when crackling, crashing lightning will smite the heads of our tormentors, when from the seat of the Almighty every pedestal will lie displaced, then the dispossessed, we who kept the faith, will be installed to our inalienable legacy. Every crown will be flung, each throne brought down, only his name will remain, he who is both unseen and ubiquitous, he who is both the vision and the beholder. When the clarion call of I am truth, the truth that is me and the truth that is you, will ring out, all God's creatures will rule, those like me and those like you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So again, this thing of your faith, your iman, is the thing that strengthens you, not pacifies you, right? Like, I think there's a lot of that happens. I've faced it a lot in the leftist community, where it's like, because I'm first generation Muslim trans woman, like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? That's a lot of risk, right? And this kind of pacification through risk, and this idea of caring through minimizing your attachment to the struggle and to your own kind of belief system.
And it's up to you if what you do. You don't need somebody else being like, have you thought about it? I'm sure you have thought about it.
Period. I've thought about it for the past 18 years I've been in this country.
Yeah.
The ticket home is like always on my mind, you know? So yeah, I think this pacification that happens by not only white people, but also, you know, the class alienation as well, where we have to be very careful about not letting that pacification bleed into us and into our identities, traditional and evolving identities. And if you feel like that, look into your culture, and you will see, in every culture, obviously. You know, my friend says this thing, like, if a trickster has been taken out, you can tell that a culture has been colonized when the trickster is taken out of it. So yeah, if you feel like, you know, people are telling you about your own culture, that pacification, like, there is always going to be a rebellious spirit in there. And I think that's what Iqbal Banna really translates here.
I'm a sucker for a bit of a rebellious spirit, personally.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Which leads on to the next.
Do you want to say anything about it before we play the next one, or should we play it and then talk about it after?
Yeah, talk about after.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, we're just going to put it straight on.
Yalla.
Have you got no fucking holes out the road? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for...
Gonna start that one again.
Ain't got no fucking homes of your own.
Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking holes out the road? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. And if you stay, British soldiers, if you stay, you'll never ever beat the IRA. And there's 14 men in Derry, are the last that you will bury. So take a tip and leave us when you may. Oh, we'll fight some British soldiers for the cause. We'll never bow to soldiers because throughout our history we're born duty free. So get out, you British bastards, leave us be. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. And if you stay, British soldiers, if you stay, you'll never ever beat the IRA. For those 14 men in Derry are the last that you will bury. So take a tip and leave us when you may. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. We're not Saxon, we're not British, we're not English. We're Irish and proud we are to be. So fuck your Union Jack, we want our country back. It's Ireland and Ireland it will be. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. And if you stay, British soldiers, if you stay, you'll never ever beat the IRA. For those 14 men in Derry are the last that you will bury. So take a tip and leave us when you may. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. And if you stay, British soldiers, if you stay, you'll never ever beat the IRA. For those 14 men in Derry are the last that you will bury. So take a tip and leave us when you may.
Wait, Layla, come back. We need you for this one.
So, if you haven't gathered, that was an Irish rebel song. Go on home, British soldiers.
Go on home. Have you got no fucking homes of your own?
Fuck off.
So the humour to it as well is brilliant.
Yeah. It was written, I think, literally like the day of the Sunday massacre.
Yeah, Bloody Sunday.
Bloody Sunday, which was.
I mean, God.
Yeah.
There've actually been a few Bloody Sundays. That's no. There've actually been a few Bloody Sundays, but there's the one with the most murdered people. Was it 1960?
Right. 1972.
1972. Oh.
Yeah, 70s. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was specifically they mentioned like the Derry and the 13, which is so on that essentially the public demonstrations when Northern Ireland were banned, so any political demonstrations were banned, and what was at that time like the provisional IRA and other kind of resistance movements organized a protest, and at this protest the escalation led to the death of 13 civilians in Derry, and their initial inquiry was that the line from the police was they were armed civilians, but an inquiry led to the evidence essentially finding out that there wasn't any sort of armed resistance. It was literally just civilians being gunned down. So 13 were killed on that day, and one more person was killed 4 months later as a result. And so this song was written on that day to essentially channel that anger and the troubles which lasted until the 90s.
So you see, the Bloody Sunday that I grew up learnt about was in 1920, and it was a football match, and it was the same tactics that you will see that people talk about. Oh no, we've never seen this before. It was the British, where they were surrounding the football match, and 14 civilians were killed. So basically, anyone trying to leave, they would shoot. Like, so there were, like, it was insane. It was insane. So there's been many bloody Sundays, all at the hands of the British occupiers. They need to go back home.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me how like the tune to that one is very upbeat and it's got such a humour to it, but it's talking about something so horrific that these people have been dealing with.
That does run through certainly all the Irish resistance. Like, there is always, I mean, the smile, you know, and all resistance. If you think of at the beginning, after Al-Aqsa flood, all the smile, you know, there was like these montages, people smiling. Obviously, if police are trying to stamp your head in, no time for smiling and time to escalate.
Yeah. And yeah, I think like in that vein, drawing that through line of solidarity, right?
Yeah.
Which is always, I think, again, England is kind of the aberration on this island when it comes to that level of, and you know, we say Shirsa than Palestine, right?
Yes.
Freedom for Palestine. So yeah, I think it's really something that's in the past 2 years specifically, like we have seen Ireland lead on a lot. When I was in university during the beginning of the escalated genocides, we were asking for academic boycott and, you know, divestment. And actually we looked to a lot of Irish academics, you know, we can talk all about like the liberal landscape, but even in that space, the Irish academic boycott was the first to happen in the UK, which was a bunch of academics and faculty leading a higher education university full boycott of Israeli arms manufacturing and scholarships and so on and so on. So again, like there's something to look to, you know, on the other side of the aisles, where what we're lacking here in the movement is very much in some ways built up there already.
That's so true. Like Derry, if you actually look at how, like, day one, little, all the stuff is on the floor. Yeah, and actually the police, there's a sense of shame in there. Interestingly, obviously, because ERA, as in Ireland, not the occupied territories in Ireland, they call Northern Ireland, the policing, the level of brutality of the policing. Also, there's a peeling back, because there's been this idea that the north was occupied and the south is free, and we all know it's not quite that simple, is it? If you're stopping off to refuel in Shannon Airport before landing in occupied Palestine. And so there's been that peeling off of the layers to expose what is actually going on, and the, you know, the two faces of the Republic, but the people are fierce and so I conflated, but anyway, okay, number.
I always find it so interesting that people who have all been through similar struggles are able to hold such solidarity for each other and like come together and support each other, but people who don't have any struggles of their own have got such an apathy.
But also that's why if you look at the sort of cultural imperialism, it's always about trying to create like a separation, a cultural separation, because that is the most dangerous realization. Right. Because there's loads more of us. There's loads more of us.
And just not to get into this right now, but I think similar thing with Venezuela and Iran, for example.
Exactly.
The kind of sectarian and separatism there, which like, why are these people not speaking about these things, is very much we were talking about, it's like the empire's way of dividing us.
Yeah.
And it's a scarcity mindset rather than like an abundance mindset of understanding that the movement has to be connected, and building into like ideas of separation just play into the hierarchy essentially.
Right.
Common enemy. Let's join together. Okay, why don't you tell us about what you're going to play for us next?
This is a kind of rendition of the previous song, so Gone Home British Soldiers.
Okay.
Our friend and comrade Aisha, who came to a trial in Southampton, sang a rendition she composed the lyrics called Gone Home, IOF Soldiers, Gone Home. And as she was singing this outside the court, the police arrested her for swearing. It's so pathetic.
It's
like,
so fragile.
Quit your job, get a real job. What are you talking about? So she argued with them about, what is the actual reason for arrests. there's a group of right-wing group called Southampton Patriots, who then
That aren't in fact from Southampton. They travel all around the country, by the way, and they change.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're Portsmouth Patriots.
Got
you name it.
There's not enough of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, exactly. And there's a video of them rallying on the streets, completely swearing up and down, right, about migrants, about low class benefits, and there's no action from the police about that same rhetoric they used against Aisha. So yeah, we're just gonna play that video of Aisha singing and then consequently getting arrested.
You should do the same when the Zios call us fucking racist and we're racist. I'm just saying what the Zios say to us. I'm telling you now, you can choose when it's not right to swear and when it's not. I'm listening. Alright, I'd like to sing my song now. Yeah, I'm going to sing my song now. You can tell me your name and address first. So I want your name and address, please. No, I'm not going to swear. I want your name and address.
And that's what I'm saying.
Whilst being arrested, I mean, for saying effing initially.
For saying
What a boss, first of all. I love her.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Fantastic. As if swearing is not an offence.
Also, it was effing.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Get a grip, honestly.
As someone that has spent a long time in Southampton, let me just tell you, effing is not the general bar. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And also, it happening outside of the court.
Yes.
Right.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, I was told a long time ago that the police don't really care why they're arresting you at all. If they want to arrest you, they'll just do it and then just come up with a reason later.
But also within liberal spaces, the thing that will trigger people the most is swearing. Like, oh, well, if you're going to swear.
It's actually
you're going
pathetic.
to swear. And
get a fucking grip.
It's such a linguistic fascism. It's like using linguistics for it's like, oh no.
It's like tone policing as well.
But also just fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually do.
Literally fuck off.
Yeah. So I think this song, there's a full version out of it on YouTube. Go On Home, I Have Soldiers. And again, very much the beauty. And there's a video too. The video does a very beautiful job of depicting the through line of the oppression of the British in Ireland and Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland, and that same kind of British sovereignty of invasion then happening in Palestine, and then also the kind of other side of it where the solidarity and resistance of the Irish people in Ireland and also in Palestine. So yeah, I think there's this really beautiful thing that these two songs kind of encapsulate a history, hundreds of years of history of knowing what is happening, because if it's happened to you, you know that pain is something that it's your duty, and that thing is something that is embedded in the consciousness of this resistance. So yeah, go and listen to it on YouTube, composed by Comrade Aisha. Absolute icon.
I did not know that Aisha did that. Yeah.
Okay, just move on to our sixth one. Sixth, including the video.
Yeah, this is by Cambridge Tacht. This is a recommendation by Cambridge Tacht, which is a Swana-based orchestra in Cambridge, and they perform traditional and / cross-cultural renditions of songs of history, essentially. And so this is something that Muhammad sent to me. It's called Sing or Samsamiya.
غني الكل دارس في الجامعة والمدارس 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 لمجد بلاده حارس من غدر الصهيونية للقاد البندقية والكل داوية حفظ مدى المدافع غني الكل عامل في الريف وفي المعامل غني الكل عامل في الريف وفي المعامل وغني الكل عامل في الريف وفي المعامل غني الكل عامل في الريف وفي المعامل بيأدي الواجب كامل واديله وردة هدية تنتينية للقاد البندقية والكل داوية حفظ مدى المدافع ودق الجلاجل مطرح ضرب الأنابل 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 راح تطرح السنابل ويصبح خيرها ليا للقاد البندقية هنية التيمية للقاد البندقية والكل داوية حضنك مدى المدافع
Wow, I really enjoyed the chaotic ending of that one. Just got faster and faster and faster.
Yeah. This is an Egyptian song. It's a song that I believe Kemishtakt have performed before. But it's also a folk song, so it's a folk Egyptian song that originates from the Suez Canal region. And it was composed by a captain, actually, a renowned captain called Ghazali. So this song is titled Ghanniya Samsameya, meaning sing or Samsameya. And it's named after a traditional harp-like instrument that traces its roots back to ancient Egypt. So its new kind of more, 20th century meaning is that it became a powerful symbol of Egyptian resistance during the 1956 war. And these songs were essential for boosting the morale of soldiers, their families, and the nation at large. And the lyrics are deeply inclusive, honoring like a whole collectivized society. They call for the music to reach students, for them to be played in universities and schools, farmers in the fields, and workers in their workshops. And yeah, it's a song of defiance that, really is intergenerational, cross-cultural, and it's a defiance that sings to destroyed neighborhoods, declaring that where bombs once fell, stalks of wheat will grow in their place. And this is Muhammad saying that, to me, this song captures the true essence of resistance, not just as a military struggle, but as a unified act of a whole society.
Oh, thank you so much to Mohammed for sending that in. So amazing that you've got people from so many different places to send things in for us to listen to. That's so lovely.
Yeah, period. The comrades come from all over.
Big up the comrades. It's Comrade Radio today.
Yeah. Can I just say I'm so pleased that Layla's here.
Literally, I had no brief. I was just
Layla was not briefed.
I was just dropping you off, and it's like this is unmedicated ADHD. You just keep going in any direction.
Oh, well, I'm really glad that you came in.
I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for not inviting me covertly.
No. I'm very glad that you were coerced into coming today.
No, but not covertly, as opposed to. And yes, sorry, I really would have done something with my look.
So I think in some ways it's a double meaning to me, which the history of the Egyptian resistance, especially in relation to Palestine, had such a markedly different characteristic to what it has now.
Oh God,
And yeah, I wish that this song and the meaning of this song was something that could resonate in the same way that it resonated back then, but it would be, you know, a lie to say that this is still the energy that the Egyptian people, some of the Egyptian kind of...
Let's just go Egyptian, not some of.
Yeah, the Egyptian states and the kind of, you know, Rafah border and the level of collusion there with the Zionist entity is an immeasurable level of complicity. And yeah, we harken back to the times of this song where there was a sense of solidarity and understanding between the Palestinian people and the Egyptian people.
Gorgeous. I think something a bit different for the next one. We've had quite a lot of Swana songs, which has been lovely.
This is Loki, and it's The Best of Us. We can talk about it after we play the song.
Yeah, it's very, very relevant.
There are currently 33 political prisoners for Palestine in UK jails, held without trial, accused of the compliment of trying to stop the Gaza genocide with their bare hands. History will absolve you and condemn the courts. For our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for our sisters and brothers that gave their all, for our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for our sisters and brothers that gave their all, for our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for the aunties and uncles now facing court, for the mothers and fathers awaiting calls. You will liberate our soul, we will vindicate you all.
Through it all, you stood tall. When cowards ran, you refused to fall. You changed the world with your hands. You changed this world. Bless your
You are the best of us, we wet for you, a symbol of collective love. The depths of you, a special precious metal that will never rust. You bled for us, shed for us, blood, tears, sweat for us, forever trust. You know the hidden truth of what the terror does. It's very strange, many say you're freer than the rest of us. Forget the judge you saw above the court, he could never touch. And this is why you sit inside and killers ride in limos, drive they militarize lives. Got the nerve to say they're civilized, the fire in your eyes. The reason our spirits didn't die, their sinister crimes can't be legitimized by bitter lies. We kiss your hands, your love's a river to a distant land. No prison can hold you in history, your decision stands. Your key to the world with how deeply you felt. And energy and love they can't keep in a cell. There'll be space in the room when you're playing this tune, cause with your two hands you wrote your names on the moon. For our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for our sisters and brothers that gave their all, for our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for our sisters and brothers that gave their all, for our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for the aunties and uncles now facing court, for the mothers and fathers awaiting calls. You will liberate our soul, we will vindicate you all.
through it all, you stood tall. When cowards ran, you refused to fall. You changed the world with your hands. You changed this world. Bless your
You are the best of us. When freedom comes, your souls they will never crush. You meant to us and mean to us a strength that can sever cuffs. I bet it does, I bet it will. A love they can never kill. You belled for us and used your two hands to express your love. We look to you, learn from you how to refuse the servitude. You nurtured youth in truth that will emerge to soothe and nurture wounds. The kids will lead in synergy to victory. You'll live to see the prison keeps you physically, but spiritually you still are free. Tell the television terrorism's not a song or music. They just blew a baby to bits like he wasn't human. The criminals are not the ones saying stop the shooting. The criminals are the ones in the prosecution. Key to the world with how deeply you felt. And energy and love they can't keep in a cell. There'll be space in the room when you're playing this tune, cause with your two hands you wrote your names on the moon. For our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for our sisters and brothers that gave their all, for our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for our sisters and brothers that gave their all, for our brothers and sisters behind the wall, for the aunties and uncles now facing court, for the mothers and fathers awaiting calls. You will liberate our soul, we will vindicate you all.
through it all, you stood tall. When cowards ran, you refused to fall. You changed the world with your hands. You changed the
Well, I would love to hear more rap music about current affairs like that. It was really moving.
Yeah, shout out to Loki. I think this song was released about 3 months ago, so in solidarity with the hunger strikers in the UK, and I think I really connect with the criminals or the prosecutors, and just to say that we shouldn't let criminality define our sense of like who we are. As somebody who's been through it many times since I was young, that it's very easy to believe what they say about you, especially like a Muslim person who's first generation, that's prevent post 9/11 data. And really here it's the call to awaken that part of yourself that has been made to sleep, which is that we need to take up arms. Now is the fucking time. Like, now is the call to consciousness, of your own consciousness.
Yeah, I recommend Basal al-Araj, who speaks about the idea of criminality within the imperialist axis.
Okay.
And there's a very short, you can look online, you should be able to find a free PDF.
Basar al-Araj?
Yeah.
Okay.
BAS, in English transliteration, BASEL, I think, or maybe AL, and then AL, and then ARHA.
Period. Okay. Yeah, and this idea of, the hunger strikers have shown us
Here it is.
how much we need to.
So you can, that's just.
So the essay is called Basal al-Raj on the claim that the Intifada harmed the Palestinians.
And it talks about criminality.
Got you. Okay. And I think,
Can we also just highlight the fact that there are still, the prisoners are still in prison without trial, without conviction. It has been over a year for some, up nearly 18 months for others. The number is increasing. There is absolutely every single thing you think doesn't happen in Britain is happening. It's escalating. They are all around the country. Take one day off work, one day off school, one day off whatever it is you're doing, and go and make noise. Take some noise. Take your loudest voice. And find the prison nearest you and make it part of your weekly. We called it a prison crawl on New Year's Eve. Yeah, they are there, and the inspiration and renewal of their energy, when they hear you outside, they are absolutely transforming the inside of the prisons and cause chaos until liberation.
Yeah, that is the call now, and it's there. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to be ignored anymore.
They are here. There's a prison near you.
There's a prison near you.
All around England. Yeah.
And again, just contextualizing in the sense of like Irish solidarity, we know the hunger strikers, there were inspirations behind this action as well, with Bobby Sands and Margaret Thatcher saying that.
And Patsy Hearst's family all reached out to the hunger strikers,
right? And
they've all been like the relatives of the Irish hunger strikers have all been so supportive, and it's really it's really healing and affirming in many directions.
Yeah. And also drawing it to Palestine, where prisoners have hunger striked for 100+ days without any understanding of their demands being met. At this point, prisoners, the Knesset is passing a law to allow the torture of prisoners in
this is the one. Sorry, exiting law, entering revolution.
Right, exiting law, entering a revolution by Basal al-Araj. And so, as much as it pains us to see our comrades, we know that their demands and their route to liberation is essentially our call of action. So, if we are in solidarity, what we do is we protest. We take a hammer. We
protest we resist by any means necessary.
Any means necessary, and that's how we meet the demands.
Yeah, I think marginalised people have always been very aware that the law and what's morally right are definitely not the same thing. Not a lot of overlap there, but if you're not from a marginalised community, I think a lot of people still do genuine believe that the law is there to serve and protect people and give the land a sense of morality and democracy, etc., etc., etc. But it's not. It's just a tool for oppression. The same rules don't apply to everyone. You have a chance to decide for yourself what's right for you, what your values are, and live within those. And, sometimes that might mean not living within the law. So do with that what you will.
do.
Okay, what have we got for the next song?
This is a song called Somos Sur, which means We Are South, by Anatijo and featuring Shadia Mansour. So this is a song about Latin America and the struggle and culture of struggle in Latin America against Northern America. And Shadia Mansour is a Palestinian raised in the UK, where she would often sing Arabic songs in protests, and she has been for the past 20-30 years going around the globe and collaborating with a lot of marginalized communities. And Anatijo, and this song is also another rap song which channels that energy.
Good, just what I asked for.
Tú nos dices que debemos sentarnos, pero las ideas solo pueden levantarnos, caminar, recorrer, no rendirse ni retroceder, ver, aprender como esponja, absorber. Nadie sobre todos, faltan todos, suman todos para todos, todo para nosotros. Soñamos en grande que se caiga el imperio, lo gritamos algo, no queda más remedio. Esto no es utopía, es alegre rebeldía del baile de los que sobran de la danza tuya y mía. Levantarnos para de eso llevar, ni África ni América Latina se suba. Con barro, con casco, con lápiz a patear el fiasco, provocar un social terremoto en este charco. Del cielo al suelo y del suelo al cielo vamos. Caballito blanco, vuelve pa' tu pueblo, no te tenemos miedo, tenemos vida y fuego. Fuego en nuestras manos, fuego en nuestros ojos, tenemos tanta vida y esta fuerza color rojo. La niña María no quiere tu castigo, se va a liberar con el suelo palestino. Somos africanos, latinoamericanos, somos este sur y juntamos nuestras manos. Todos
I loved that one. It had such a funky beat to it.
Yeah. Shouted always Latin production.
Where's that one from?
This is from Venezuela, I believe.
Venezuela.
I'll have to fact check that. But the lyrics are from Anatijo. This is not utopia. This is a joyful dancing rebellion of those who are overrun. This dance is yours and mine. Let's rise to say enough is enough. Neither Africa or Latin America are for auction. With mud, with the helmets, we resist. And Shadi Mansour's part in Arabic is, I stand with those who suffer, not with those who sold us. I'm with cultural resistance from the beginning, ever onward to victory. The situation needs to be cradled, but in reality the situation has to stop. For every free prisoner, an Israeli colony gets bigger. For each handshake, 1,000 houses rumble. And yeah, I think we were just saying quickly, like, in Latin America especially, cultural resistance has always been, I mean, you can hear the horns here, right? Like, the horns are very much part of that kind of...
Yeah.
And so,
I love the horns on that one. So good.
Yeah. And so Shadi Mansour has collaborated with a lot of groups, and the next one we're going to is also Latin America. But there's, again, this level of solidarity that Shadi Mansour found, not in the UK, but in Latin America. And this song specifically was a turning point for, like, her her trajectory. He's also collaborated with Low Key before, but this song was, like, a turning point in her trajectory in, like, not performing in the UK. So yeah, shout out.
Definitely gonna look her up later to get a bit more of that. Oh, we've had, like, such a variety of things today. So good.
Well, the next song is the Welfare Poets. If you've heard of them, they are a group of, like, a collective that kind of keeps evolving, but they're an Afro-Caribbean hip-hop group. And Sak Passe is, like, a song that was sung in, again, the same kind of spirit of resistance and also solidarity with Palestine.
On fire, set ablaze by book mine 100,000 slaves and those unafraid who heard through the wire. You inspired Denmark, Bessie, and Nat Turner. Countless rebellions with machetes and burners. Maroons armed in their own farms, took a village arm, chopping the arms of slave masters. And all set out sounding alarms that they had to. Black pearl, unfurl your flag of hope. Black pearl, white fang, still clutch your throat. Black pearl, you inspired the world. Black pearl, you're still a black pearl to me. Bomba, Gango, Bafiote, Ganga, Mundele, Ganga, Doki, La, Ganga, Lisa, Pase, Nambule, Liberté, Haïti.
Ça passe, ça café, tout le monde haïtien, ça café. Naboulé, 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 mon cher. Liberté, nous besoin de liberté pour pays moins. Haïti, Haïti, chérie, chantez. Ça passe.
The spirit of my Kendana, Barkaiman, voodoo ceremony initiating Haitian liberation. Russian waters, a la balas, there's no taming. Drown the orchestrators of this coup against their nation. Through political isolation, economic asphyxiation, Aristide was a stabilized, he wouldn't agree to privatization. That's when the US IMF and with sanctions are blaming the faces to the bicentennial celebration. The CIA organized landowners and merchants under Route 184 and convergence. Trained illegal insurgents, putting murders back into service. Papa Doc Lynchman, Fav henchmen, to which the media was clueless. But the people of Haiti are resilient, their future like their past will be brilliant. Black Jacobins be smashing the myth of white supremacy. Both their legacy and destiny, it's time for death.
Ça passe, tout le monde, ça passe. Na boule, africain, na boule. Liberté, nous besoin liberté pour pays moi. Haïti, chérie, encore. Ça passe, tout le monde. Na boule, I'm hot. Liberté pour faire moi avec pays moi. Haïti, chérie.
God, that one had a good beat on it as well. Dancing around to that one.
Yeah. Why don't? Yeah, we should all be dancing to revolutionary songs.
Yes.
They don't need to be boring.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
This is a song called Sac Passe, and the context of the song specifically is about the Haitian Revolution, which many consider to be the first successful revolution against, USA imperial slavery. So Sac Passe means, there's a lot of terms used in the song for specific rebellious meanings. Sac Passe means what's up. Nap Boule means burning or I'm hot. And Liberté Ayati means emancipate Haiti, respectively. Also mentioned in the song is Boa Cayman, which is the spiritual side in Haiti, where like voodoo priest Bookman held a ceremony that started the revolution in the 1790s. And the Haitian Revolution still inspires millions of minds today about what a successful revolution that is quite boundary transgressive as well, because there was a lot, it was a class revolution, and a lot of Polish immigrants actually took arms with the Haitian revolutionaries to overthrow the imperialist government.
Do you think that's why it was so successful? Because of that
I think
solidarity?
I think part of it was that you were able to see that this wasn't just an isolated effort, but actually something that was embedded into the communities that the Polish people were already in. So it's already something that affects them as well. There's also obviously the new colonialist history of the emancipation of Haiti, leading to then it being sold to the World Bank, the French bank, sorry. So there's a spirit of resistance that we all have inherited from Haiti about common resistance, and in the context of Palestine, I think at the same time this imagination that it is possible, right? Is something that very much was alive during the Haitian Revolution, and despite the shortcoming of the revolution afterwards, there's still a lot to be said about how does our imagination enable us to achieve our aims.
I loved what Layla said earlier about there being so many more of us.
Than them.
Yeah.
Simple maths, guys. Simple maths.
2 plus 2.
Yeah, 2 plus 2 was 4. Quick maths.
Yeah, but like simple maths, and also we're all gonna die otherwise, yeah, and not naturally.
Yeah.
That's the sentence.
The positive note was this. Wrong, yeah.
Bismillah.
There's something that happens quite a lot in our kind of groups, is like someone will say something just like deeply sad and disturbing, and then we just all have to laugh.
Yeah.
Except I'm lacking insight. I was like, was that negative? I mean, if we don't, is the caveat.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it's not a case of we're descending into fascism. That ship has sailed.
Yeah. It's not a descending, is it?
Yeah.
No.
You know, most expensive electricity in the world. Like, guys, come on! If you can't just turn your lights on, it's time to get angry.
Yeah.
It's time to get angry. Come meet us.
I would love to see more British people getting angry.
But no. Angry. There's lots of angry, but not about
action.
The Daily Fail angry. Yeah.
Right.
Angry, righteous rage, guys. Righteous rage. I really shouldn't be on the radio.
You're perfect.
We are loving having you on the radio. No one can stop you from making radio, and that's the good thing about it. You can say whatever you want on the radio.
Yeah, I think very much the idea of if not now, when, right?
Yeah.
And we call to, again, everybody, in whatever capacity you have, whether that's material, spiritual, or psychic, to, now is the time to activate yourself.
Take one day. And do that thing that you never have time for, because capitalism won't allow you to have the time to do it. Take one day and go do something that will boost your adrenaline in ways that will exhilarate you.
So true. There's also so many things that you can do apart from going to a protest or, attending an action. There's so many other things that you can do in a supporting role. You can show up at the court with some hot drinks and some food, or just a listening ear. Sometimes when people get arrested at protests, sometimes they don't even know which prison they're being taken to, which police station they're being taken to. So you can wait outside police stations for when people come out, and they might not have a phone and they might not know where to go. So you can support with that, helping people get home after they've been let out from being arrested. There's so many different things that you can do to help in your own way. But don't let the overwhelming feeling of doom or dread or a lack of hope stop you from doing at least something. Do a little something, and you'll feel better as well. It's good for you. Right, we've only got one more song that you've selected. Really enjoyed them so far.
Period. This is ending with a song by Khaltoum, who is, the Queen of Egypt. My friend shared this song with me. He's been here for a while from Gaza, and he would talk about Khaltoum hour. Like there was an hour in Gaza where they would listen to Khaltoum on the radio, and she would be played in the markets on the beach, and it was her songs are very much about liberation as well. And this song is called Asbaha Andi Alana Bundukia, and it essentially is talking about I now possess a rifle. The song title comes from a poem by Syrian poet Nizar Kabani, and it's been sung by quite a few different famous artists, but none like Khaltoum.
Khaltoum was a big name in my house growing up as well.
Is
My
it?
dad was always playing Khaltoum.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. and singing along to it quite
Really?
badly. Sorry, Dad. Yeah.
Go down.
She's very famous in Kurdistan as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She translated crosses borders.
Actually, I had a Somali friend the other day. I think she also picked a Khartoum song. So yeah, we've played a few times now. So here's this one.
أصبح عندي الآن بندقية إلى فلسطين خذوني معكم إلى ربا حزينة كوجه مجدلية إلى القباب الخضر والحجارة النبية أصبح عندي الآن بندقية إلى فلسطين خذوني معكم إلى ربا حزينة كوجه مجدلية إلى القباب الخضر والحجارة النبية 20 عاما وأنا أبحث عن أرض وعن هوية 20 عاما وأنا أبحث عن أرض وعن هوية أبحث عن بيتي الذي هناك عن وطن المحاط بالأسلاك أبحث عن طفولتي وعن رفاق حارتي أبحث عن طفولتي وعن رفاق حارتي عن كتبي عن صوري عن كل ركن دافئ وكل مزهرية إلى فلسطين خذوني معكم يا أيها الرجال أريد أن أعيش أو أموت كالرجال أصبح عندي الآن بندقية قولوا لمن يسأل عن قضيتي بارودتي صارت هي القضية أصبح عندي الآن بندقية أصبحت في قائمة الثوار أفترش الأشواك والغبار وألبس المنية أنا مع الثوار أنا من الثوار أنا مع الثوار أنا من الثوار من يوم أن حملت بندقيتي صارت فلسطين وعلى أمطار يا أيها الثوار في القدس في الخليل في بيسان في الأغوار في بيت لحم حيث كنتم أيها الأحرار تقدموا 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 طريق واحد طريق واحد يمر من فوهة بندقية طريق واحد طريق واحد يمر من فوهة بندقية يمر من فوهة بندقية
What a legend.
Yeah, in many of our homes. Yeah.
Yes, literally.
In many of our homes. A voice of the generation.
Yeah, and across the borders.
Across the borders, yeah. And so in this song, yeah, it's a poem, which means bandukia is also an Urdu word, borrowed Arabic, which means a rifle or gun. So it's I now have a rifle. So she says, I now have a rifle. Take me to Palestine with you, to the sad hills like the face of the Magdalene, to the green domes and the brown stones. For 20 years I've been looking for a land and an identity, looking for my home that is there, for my homeland that is surrounded by wires, looking for my childhood and for the friends of my neighborhood, for my books, for my pictures, for every warm corner and for every vase. I now have a rifle. Take me to Palestine with you. Oh men, I want to live or die like men. I want to grow in its soil like an olive tree or like a field of orange trees or like a scentsy flower. Say to the one who is asking about my case, my rifle became the case. I now have a rifle. I became a revolutionary. I sleep on thorns and dust and I wear death, but what fates want doesn't hold me back. I am the one who changed fates. Oh, revolutionaries in Jerusalem, in Hebron, in Beit Hashain, in Jordan Valley, in Bethlehem. Oh, free people where you used to be, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead to Palestine. Because the story of peace is a play, and justice is a play. There's only one way to Palestine, and it's to pass through the nozzle of a rifle.
Could you just press any key on the keyboard over there? It said something about powering off. Oh, well, that's deeply sad and beautiful.
I think it's very inspirational.
Yeah.
Like, really inspirational. Yeah. It's very clear.
She's found it, right?
Yeah, I guess she's saying, like, she's felt, like, dismayed for a long time, searching here and searching there for all of these things that she's lost, but now she's got, like, a new sense of action. She's like, now I have the rifle. Like, now I'm going to go and take action, like, do something about this. Yeah.
Take action, take action, take action, take action. Yeah, I think there's something that our comrade has said that really resonates, is the meaning of direct action is knowing that the means of your liberation are in your own hands. Always. Whether you're a free person in the street, none of us are free, but relatively free person in the streets, or you're in prison, or, whatever your situation is, direct action is a methodology, a framework, a way of being with each other that it means that you know that your liberation is your own within your body. And I think with the hunger strikers, that's something they're teaching us as well in this moment is, and just a point to make here, that it makes sense to do that in a prison where you have nothing else left but your body as your agency. But us on the outside, that is not the answer. We have so many more tools at our disposal that we can respond with. And that also involves care, that involves radical care, like Shireen was saying, police station support, court support, getting involved with an organization that organizes support for families and prisoners, that involves education, all these things. But yeah, at the end of the day, the call is clear, and that call is that will you take liberation into your own hands? And that is not just for yourself, but for your people. And we, I think I have a lot of these conversations with friends who say they've built a life here and community, and it's taken a long time, and it does take a long time to build any sort of community, especially us on like the more creative aspect of the industries. But just stressing the point that sacrifice is not only a sacrifice, it's tending to your freedom, I don't think it's always like the context of sacrifice makes sense always.
It's not like it's almost like it's almost implies loss.
Right.
Where it's also rebuilding.
It's gain.
It's rebuilding, and it's affirming in a way that only when it's a sense of duty as opposed to an extra, does it become something that rebuilds and is creative and is relentlessly renewing, no matter what. And inshallah, victory is never with the oppressors.
Inshallah.
Inspirational words. I'm going to keep that in mind as well. And any of you at home listening, maybe you're not from somewhere that's been, systemically oppressed. Maybe you're white British, but have a little think about your own freedoms and the ways that they are being controlled, and get to know that no one's free until we're all free, and you need to fight for your own liberation as well, because things are getting scarier and scarier right here. And the longer we let it go on, the more difficult it will be to fight back. So you want to get fighting ASAP.
I feel like the kind of like free thought radical at school, like Hyde Park, like Speaker's Corner. Fight back, kids!
Radical debate club over here.
Do it. Do it. Literally do it. And it's as radical care, standing outside, waiting for a outside a police station so that person can in fact get home. Waiting, hearing about a prisoner from another prison, from one of the hunger strikers. We have learned more atrocities just in the last few weeks. Well, I have learned that are just kept behind the closed doors. That the Filton, well, 33, 32, depends when you're counting, mashallah, Allahumma barik, are exposing so much systemic harm. And these are our communities. Wherever that prison is, that's your community, and every single person in it is our community. And it changes you. And I'm not saying this as like some old sage. I'm learning it, and it's changing me, and I'm finding, and it's helping me deconstruct the decades and decades and decades and decades of conditioning. I'm old.
Very wise, very wise. Not old at all. It's pure wisdom. Wisdom.
Just to say, me and Layla met in that context. She did police station support for 12 hours.
More like 27.
27,
and then from arrest to the next, because it was the next day. It was like a day and a half.
Yeah, there's so many different things that you can go and get involved in. Just find something to do and go and do that, because honestly it will make you feel better than just consuming all of this news and feeling as if you're aware, so that if someone brings it up, to say the right thing, to sound clever, like you're informed. Put that to one side. Just go and take action with something. Go and do something. It doesn't matter if you don't know all of the information all of the time. As soon as it's coming in, you know what's right for yourself, and just go and do something that aligns with that, and you're gonna feel a million times better.
It was the morning.
Period.
From like 11 till about like 4 the next day, and I had 6 to 9.
Yes.
I won't say that next bit.
Oh, so that's all of the songs that Adil brought for us today, from many comrades from many different places. Thank you so much to everybody who shared one, and thank you both for being on. I wanted to play just one to finish us off, and then that will be the end of the episode. It's by a Kurdish pop star called Heli Love. It's big, like, sound-wise, big Eurovision vibes, and I think that's what I love about it. And it's called Revolution, and it's majority in English. So then that will be bye from us at the end of that song. So thank you all so much for listening. See you on the next episode of Tahini Twist. Thank you both so much for coming and speaking to me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I've loved having you. Thank you so much. And this is Revolution by Heli Love.
Hello.